Hey guys, PopularBoat here, and today I'm playing some more Cities Skylines. Now, last episode we got this side worked on, and we need a bunch more residential zoned. So I think we're gonna finish off this section, getting all this zoned in, and then we're gonna redo the roads up here because I'm not too happy with those still. So paint some more of this in. It's all a bit too static and square up the top for my liking. Is that a park? Yes it is. Okay, so let's just use the paint bucket, fill that in, fill this section in around the school, and that is good to go. Let's bump this speed up and work out how we want to knock some of this out. I kind of want to just get rid of a lot of it, to be honest. Let's move this Ferris wheel into the middle of this area. Ooh, we've become a busy town. So that gives us more city planning policies. New unique buildings, oil specialization, tourism specialization for our commercial districts, more policies, and a bunch of new roads. Zonable pedestrian stone tiny roads. Interesting. And a whole bunch of the larger buildings, so we can have a larger scale fire station, hospital, police station, and skate parks, amongst other tourism specialization things. That tennis stadium can actually stay. Let's just knock out a bunch of these roads. Actually, that's commercial in the middle, so how about we keep that? Graveyard can stay with its car parks all around. Stadium can stay, and let's link that up to the center. This is sort of a main road through here. So how about we bring that up to like there and across. From here we'll have a little breakdown. Might actually go from this end up. Yeah, let's go up here. No, let's subdivide this a fair bit. How about from there? I wanted a grid around the commercial in the center, and that we are keeping. Might put this on speed 1 so these houses start dissolving. It's a little tricky to see what's going on right now. Let's break this out. Connect that down. Actually, I liked that weird squiggle it was doing. Oh no, it's sorted itself out now. So sometimes if the road is giving you a weird shape, once you actually place a different road, it will adjust the original road. Let's make this a little bit of a nicer curve. One more. Okay, that's looking good. Around this side. How about we break this down into two? actually. We do that a bit nicer. Because having 3 intersections like this is a bit of a bad idea. Quite a bad idea, actually. If we just... How about we just turn that into a pedestrian path? And we'll ditch some of these paths. Apparently that's enough for that to be connected. So if we run a pedestrian path straight past, let people fill that in. We can fit a proper car park in next to there. How about... Okay, so we can put a pedestrian path down in between, then a car park next to it. I think we'll go with 3. Oh, we can put one on both sides, actually. Oh, they overlap. Okay, let's not do that. And let's put houses there instead. Okay, I'm liking that more than what we had, at least. Fill in this zoning. Okay, that's better. I'm liking that more. Why is this empty? That was probably a school that we moved. Okay, that's looking good. We'll fill this out as we go and work out a nicer way to do it. I like having some structure, but I also don't want to have just a dead grid. So I'm really liking how this looks a lot. Okay, there's a lot of residential that we've zoned and hasn't been filled yet, so we've got to wait a while before we're going to get much more demand than that. Power we're looking pretty good on. Water we've got tons of. Rubbish collection, our landfill is almost full, so let's chuck another one in. Actually, let's... Be nice to have one up here, but I don't really want people to be driving past and seeing our town as a dump. So I think we'll put it down here out of the way. Okay, let's have a look at our traffic situation. Everything's very green, but it's very early in the morning, so there's not going to be a whole lot of people travelling around. I'm liking this. I'm liking how I did this a lot more than this section. Having dead ends out from the centre is a bit... I'm a bit uncomfortable with. So we'll adjust stuff as we go. There's going to be a lot of building and redoing in this campaign. Or series, I should say. Just like this intersection, that's going to get redone at some point. It's nice and big and looks like realistic-ish, but it's a bit too... It's not very smooth. Could use some work. But we will fix that as we go. Let's rename that to the Highway Reservation, because that's exactly what it is. And let's have a look how traffic is going now that it's morning and people should be shuffling off to work. A lot of traffic across this interconnect. Is it only a 2-lane? No, it's a 4-lane. That can handle the amount of people that should be using it. This is pretty busy. I suppose that's the only way people can come off and up to here. Well, the shortest way at least. Same with this road. Some of these highway interconnects are also getting pretty busy. But that's mainly because of the low... or the way we just have them connected directly, rather than having a intersection, a proper overpass or way of managing that flow of traffic better. New buildings. Alright, we've got the larger things. How about we take advantage of some of this empty space and get some of these in? Why is this road so weird? The way it's divided this is quite odd. Let's see if that's any better. Yes, lots better. Okay, let's chuck a police station in here. We'll get rid of that other small one over there, because this should cover all of that. Chuck a small car park in on the side. Fire station will not fit behind it. That's alright. I think we need a larger fire station towards the industrial area, such as down here. Yeah, let's go with one here. We'll put another car park next to them. So I do like the look of having my little car parks nearby. Oh, we've lost a bunch of houses, probably from this area actually. Okay, so police on this end. We don't need this little guy anymore. So if we just turn him off, police coverage is still great. Ooh, power. Wow, we're burning through a ton of power. Oh, we have our advanced wind turbines now. We need a bit more water space, because that is still not going to produce as much as they possibly can. What's the efficiency like for this guy? So it's 3 times as much power, costs more than 3 times as much to upkeep. We don't really have the spare income at the moment for that. So I think we'll just chuck in one of these small ones again. These roads aren't really lined up very well at all. Screws up the spacing. There will be fine. Okay, that gives us a bit more power again. Man, this smog. Can't beat it. Alright, those guys want some ways of transporting goods around before they're going to be very happy and upgrading. Yeah, it needs to be covered by more services. Don't think they actually care. Yeah, they don't seem to care about medical. Death care we've got plenty of. Fire, well, we don't need this little fire station on anymore. We may not even need that one. Yeah, if we turn that off, this is dropped, but it's fine, and that's saving us a fair bit of cash. We don't have... Do we just not have the money? Yeah, we don't have the money for a large size hospital, but that's not a problem. I think it's probably time we get some bus service in place. To be able to shuffle people around a bit quicker. That landfill is full, so let's turn it off. There's no point running a full one. When do we get incinerators? 8,500. I think that's just our next tier we need to get to. And we will get there soon enough. Okay, public transport time. Let's put the depot somewhere out of the way. Not near that industrial, because that's quite busy. Down this end is probably good. How about... Oh, I don't want to go that side. That'll be fine. Okay, bus stops. So we need a loop for people to get to the job sites. And we need loops to get people between residential zones and the commercial zones, of course. So if we start from this square, yeah, let's do a loop that goes from this industrial park to this city centre across to this one. So let's start it probably there. Okay, left side drive, so from here down to there, across to here, up to this centre, around this side, actually no, let's go further down here, across to this park and stuff there, up to here, across to here, up the centre to this commercial zone. Do I want to cover all of that in one loop? Probably not, actually. So let's split that to there. There, and then we'll come up this way. Let's go through, up, and around. Like that. It's a pretty big loop. I don't want to give it a name. 8 buses is going to be plenty. And we want an opposite direction loop as well. I'll space these stops out pretty much the same. Just slightly different on the way through. Later on we'll be doing some fancier bus stops to try and get the actual stops out of the way of regular traffic. But for now, this will do the job nicely. I thought I had a thing that changes the colour of these, but let's just do that manually. So this will be a red line and a dark red line. Actually a red and a bright red. Okay, that should get people through there pretty nicely. Let's do one that goes up and down to this zone. Yeah, we'll cut this through a fair bit differently. Yeah, let's come along here. around there, so that'll link the two lines if people need to go up this way to the edge of this commercial area. Around and up. Hey Dark X, how you doing? We are playing buses right now. Let's send it around into there. Around the commercial district. A little closer actually. And then down. Through here. Down. Down and connect. This will be a more purpley line. And we need one in the opposite direction. Oh nice. Is it any particular theme or is it just a nice camp adventure? So let's get this bus running the opposite direction as well. Up to the industry. And we'll space them slightly differently. But pretty much following the same route. Actually, I don't want that stopping on the main road. There we go. Give that a similar purple, make it more vibrant. That should get our people around quite nicely. We've already got a fair few people using it. Whoa, that's a lot more demand for residential now. So let's fill that all in. Let's get that residential filled in and some along here. And how about we connect these? Okay. Now in here, I want that to go across because that is the road to commercial. Let's split that vertically. Give them more housing. Do a couple more bits. Throw in some more residential. There's quite a demand for commercial as well, so we might have to expand on some of that soon. Which might be perfect to do down here, either around the school or behind... Yeah, let's do it behind here. Next to the fire station and medical centre can be a bunch of shops. It's been a little bit quiet today. But, there's a couple people watching. Unless it's just counting you twice. Alright, let's give a road to this little end we've done. Or a footpath, I mean. And one further down here as well. So these people can walk through. Let's go straight up here. I would like to connect these two, but I think that'll be alright. We can connect through there. Like that. And let's chuck some trees along it. make our paths nice and pretty. Are you talking about people watching at the moment, DarkX? Gotta have some trees. And some shrubs. And a different tree. That's fine, man. Have a good night. Okay, things are looking pretty nice. Let's check some more trees around this guy, because it's pretty barren. The trees are spinning furiously because of one of my mods, which randomizes the direction the trees are facing, so you get a bit more variation in how stuff looks. So having the same trees next to each other, rotated exactly the same, ends up just looking like a copy-paste forest. Why are you guys leaving? Not enough workers. We should have enough workers now. 1,500 short. There's also a demand for more commercial. People are using our buses, but they probably don't need as many lines as we have. Let's chuck a stop in there and move this one up. There's decent numbers of people waiting at the stops, which is good. What I might do is change the budget for nighttime buses, so that at night we'll have a lot less, because there's going to be a lot less people moving around. Let's go like 75%. We're using almost all the trucks of our landfill, so we'll give them a bit more budget. Still saving ourselves a little bit of money. We still need a ton of commercials, so I think what we're going to do is expand one of these inner city areas, like right here next to this park. Let's switch that to commercial. School, and let's move that across a little, give it a bit more parking. Why is it already occupied? Police station. Let's shove the police station across the road. Move the school across, chuck in some car park, if it'll fit, yeah. Swap that out with some commercial. Same for this side. I want to make this a bit more of a significant centre. And that is going to have to do us for this episode. Time to put a break in here. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.